Hello, additional reflections. Time for me to reflect on how kind of done with reflections I am. Alright, that is the most useful piece of information. There we go. Oh, noises. I think the reflections are a super cute idea, but they might be the least fun thing in the entire game. Stoop. Oh, this is an upgrade over the water. Like that's just kind of a smooth little fun thing to do. Do I have to see you from like here? It's like not enough, right? And what is your deal? Okay, I have to solve it from the other side, right? Because my perspective's blocked here. So it's gonna be left. It's right, up, zigzag, and back up. It's gonna be left. There we go. You can't do it when your perspective's all blocked. Now I gotta get you. You. Oh, hello. It's not going any further down. This just tells me that the bottom... the top... tells me this part, right? I believe. Oh, hello. That's just all of it. Okay. There we go. An elevator. I can't go behind it. But can't I send you away? Ha! Ha ha! I think I have to wait for it to finish. So, fun fact. I'm not 1000% sure if it's how it happened or if it's true or whatever. But my friend Marty started playing this game back when I played it and was hyping it all up and all that. And as far as he could tell, he soft locked himself by activating, or hard locked himself. Well, I guess soft lock is what you call it when it's not a freeze, huh? But like he seemed to get himself stuck permanently. I don't think I can get out of here. I think I have to go back the other way around because I can't call it back down. But secret. I think he sent an elevator away. And I think I tried to troubleshoot it for a bit or something and couldn't figure out what to do, but it seemed like he sent the elevator away without him. Like one of the elevators in this game, not this one. I think it was later in the game one. Like the ending, that big cave. And he seemed trapped forever or something, or incapable of going down there ever or something like that. Like it seemed like he was, like he actually just like cut himself off from being able to continue the game. So that's a little eerie. That's a little nerve-wracking. The fact that you can activate stuff from certain distances and that might actually not be fully tested, but I don't know. I don't know how long I actually spent trying to solve it. But he presumably spent a while trying to solve it, and I think he just stopped playing forever. Like that was the end of the game for him. So where'd that elevator come up? It's normally you ride it. Hello. Thought that might have been a more important panel than it was. There it is. So the elevator came up here, and did it activate the laser? Is that what it does? Does it activate the laser on the right on the spot? All right, let's go check out the local obelisk. It's got to be looking a little crowded. I feel like I've gotten some stuff done. If it was still the same obelisk. Yep, there's the two that I made with the Pac-Man reflection. So that, wow, we have colored in some stick. I think this obelisk is like half done. That's nuts. I was busy. Yeah, you can get upstairs over there, right? How do you do that? I did want to get the paint done. Oh, is it the... It's via these rocks, isn't it? This one stood out to me and I wanted to get it. There you are. Boom. Yeah, that one stood out to me like crazy. Bye. Like I said, I'm sure we'll get nowhere near all of them, but there are just ones that I defo remember, or just spot. And they'll bother me until I do get them. They really screw with you by having all these stripes everywhere and making you wonder which ones might matter. You. I remember you. Were you a reference to the cloud from Braid? Which I never did. I never got the stars in Braid as a kid. I remember I thought I was going to cover Braid like right after this. I also thought I was going to cover Limbo right after Inside. Like, and after I played Transistor and Pyre both times, I was like, I'm gonna go do Bastion now. Just the various games that predated this channel. That's zero. I'm 0 for 3 on those 3 games. Still have not covered Bastion or Limbo or Braid. Whoops. This is why I always say maybe. Just as a universal answer to all questions about will you play X. Hello. Like, it's just not that simple. It's just not as simple as just like wanting to play a game and that being all that is necessary to play a game. You have to find the right angle where they blur together into being a solid color. I don't remember the logic of this one. Huh. 'Cause at some point it's like shaped wrong too. But it's just not enough to want to play a game. So at first I would say yes about various things because yeah, I wanna. But that's not how it works logistically. Games take X amount of episodes to cover, and you got it, and then you give yourself a. If you're sensible, you cap your schedule at some point. You're like, no, this is how much content I make, and then stop. Like, I can't keep giving people more because they always will ask for more, even when you're at your peak level of making too much. But it means that you can mean to cover something for an incredibly long time. Like once upon a time when I commissioned my very first banner, I still remember the fact that I thought I was going to be doing like survival-y kind of games. So it was always going to have a bonfire vibe with like monsters coming out of the darkness or whatever, but it was going to incorporate potentially Miasmata, because I thought that was a game I was going to cover early on. And I still haven't. All these years later. So that's how that's what intentions are worth. Fuck all. It's part of why I've had a little trouble keeping up with my anniversary event that I wanted to do, where you go back to all these things from the past and so on, is that I also gotta like cover new things and other braided stream. The water looks really weird actually. That hasn't aged very well. It's all clearly one continuous thing of water. And not a bunch of separate streams. Does this elevator work from here? Nope. Gotta find the main door first. I might be able to do one of these. I see one. No, I need to be on the other side. Yeah, every time I have to pick the next thing, there's a lot of competing options, and sometimes I kind of just go for it because stressing over it sucks. So instead, I just kind of almost have a pick from the hat moment, but like on a subconscious level, where I just kind of go. It's like, all right, gut feeling this one this time. And then before you know it, you're like, okay, it's been too long since the last Yakuza playthrough, or it's been too long since the last candidate of like the anniversary series, or whatever. You. I think I remember my performance in this section being infamous. Yeah, I think I can't do anything here until I find the correct way in. Which doesn't seem to be on this side. So for now, see you later. Wait. Ooh. You can see the hints of things. Does this door work? Is this an entrance? Nope, that's a back door. There's so many footstep noises in this game. They made a point to like make it really varied because you're hearing so much of it all the time. The lake. I love the detail of the lake. It's such a cool idea. Does it work already? Or do you activate it at some point? That was such a cool late game realization that this fucking lake actually reflects what's going on in the game. That it's actually a map of the entire game. And that there's various things on it that indicate what you're doing. This is one of the most completionism friendly games I've done for a while that still keeps the whole thing a secret. Boom, double. They both count. You can see them both up there too. That's like an instant feedback. If you solve those and they light up right in front of you, it's one of the chances to notice that how the obelisks work. But between the lake having all sorts of stuff going on with how its trick works, and then also the obelisk having some tricks about how it works, like there's a decent amount of feedback to help you find all of the quote-unquote secrets so you can keep going. And it's a bit more inventive than like, I don't know, the Metroid Dread approach of just kind of, from what I remember, just kind of highlighting them, like, there's something over here, keep looking until you find it. Which isn't the worst thing ever, but, you know, this is pretty creative, what this game does. Boom, and there's another one. They put the obelisk real close to a number of these with the hopes that you'll notice that, oh, that blue thing I did is shaped like that S right there. Usually it's not right in front of you when you're doing it. Okay. Let's try looping around the black ones this time. These puzzles are at their easiest when I can conceptualize them entirely as just looping around each one from certain perspectives. So if I can think about it in terms of like, okay, I'm gonna make one color, the middle color, and one of them the wall color. That usually makes it pretty approachable. Okay, I see what's going on here. Don't you think I don't? Bah. How though? Oh, that one's shaped that way. There it is. That's the trick. Because the yellow pieces that are not tilted cannot be rotated. So you have to maintain the shape of them. But the rule is just that it has to be somewhere inside of that shape. And so you can't, I realized immediately you can't draw the little L on the top left corner where it is because of all the broken walls, and you can't draw. You could draw the big one in the bottom right corner. That one would have worked. But the way that they're configured, they will touch each other. So you can actually switch their places with each other, and they'll still be touching, so the shape will contain both of them in the correct orientations, just moved. And so I put you here and you here. And so I'm able to solve this before going to the region where they actually introduced that mechanic. Because that's the Metroid Brainia shit. Which is that's part of the element of like you can only experience this game correctly the first time. Is that if you remember stuff like this, then this doesn't work that right anymore. Because it's supposed to be about the idea of having to like be introduced to each of these mechanics, and then suddenly you can solve a thing. Like you didn't have to get like a bomb or a mist form in order to get through the gate. You just had to have the knowledge of how the specific puzzle works. That's definitely a circle. And so as long as you remember them, it gets all fucky. That's why it's like a little conceptually hard to replay a game like Outer Wilds, which is a fantastic game. But like, it's one of my favorite games of all time. But when you know how certain tricks work, then you can be then you're like your second playthrough and whatnot, like you can be making progress in like the kind of like wrong order and kind of fuck up the natural flow that the whole game's kind of trying to go for. And that can be a bit frustrating. When they were making a DLC, I was worried about how it would be implemented into the main game and whether or not I could even reasonably recreate a playthrough or whatever to like make progress in that way, because I was worried about how that would feel. Wow, this one's just chaos. Alright, well we have to start here, because there's a pip there. So that's that answered. Yep. That. Zoop. I like the scrolling effect. Yeah, it's bad. You can cut it into slices. Is that what we're doing? Or we just go from this side? Nope. My original approach was the correct one. I just had to pick the right direction. Because sometimes you cut it into a series of slices instead. Boy, that was loud. Almost like it's some kind of machinery and whatnot. Hello. They're everywhere. Once you see them, they're everywhere. Open up that shortcut. Boom. Sup? Is here? That's a bird. He's the guy whomst caught the bird. Yep. I think I conceptualized this as being like you saw it, they undo one mistake. And I think that might have gotten me in trouble or something back in the day. These are a weird puzzle. Oh, we're starting on the left this time. Crimes. You essentially, yeah, like undoes one error, I believe. That probably has to be contained within the same shape as the dude. So here they're giving me one that's pretty solvable, I think, on the fly. So you have to like, I think some of the first ones are required to not be solvable. Or they're this one you can only get by doing it, because if you pick the path that only has one, then it only counts out one, but the other path had 2 pips, so you would lose. So you had to go ramp shaped, which is also what it becomes a ramp. So that's some intuitiveness there. I think this one might have been unsolvable. I don't know. If I was making one of these, I'd definitely make a puzzle that was unsolvable, so that you have to leave one behind, and then it gets canceled out. And you're like, oh, it does the thing, and then you have to then intentionally leave one unsolved. Well. Them's a fine pickle in it. Ah, now I'm doing too good because I'm just so skilled. There you go. Leave one behind to die. Leave one behind to die. Alright. Weirdly straightforward one. Blip, 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 blip. Bit, bit, bit. Oof. Okay. So it's kind of a mess at the end. So can I not leave this one behind? Because it might be more doable than the other ones. This zigging and zagging. Non-stop pizzazzing. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a lot of hallway ones. Pretty much have to get these 3 done in a chain together. I can loop up for that one. You get places. No. I did it, but it was already there. Yep, so you pick what height it's gonna be. That one just reset itself? It did. It unramped. I'll probably skip over these because these can be annoying. The elevator puzzles. Yeah. I am an angel. You know who's not an angel is the developer's Twitter account. I unfollowed him a while ago. Gamers are full of bad opinions and bad takes and bad politics, but sometimes the developers can be a lot worse. And Jonathan Blow's Twitter gets real old real fast. Pro tip, follow his Steam curator list, because he will find and display extremely good games that are puzzly in nature, like Steven's Sausage Roll and so on. Somewhat akin to his own games. And that's worth doing, but thinking that you're gonna follow his Twitter for more games is just a spicy time. Right, yep. I was gonna say, this is unsolvable, and then I remembered where I am.
What is divine in man is elusive and impalpable, and he is easily tempted to embody it in a concrete form, a church, a country, a social system, a leader, so that he may realize it with less effort and serve it with more profit. Yet, the attempt to externalize the kingdom of heaven in a temporal shape must end in disaster. It cannot be created by charters or constitutions, nor established by arms. Those who seek for it alone will reach it together, and those who seek it in company will perish by themselves. Hugh Kingsmill, 1944.
With all the puzzles and whatnot, sometimes the philosophy and whatnot is like the epitome of like, huh? Oh, I wasn't listening. Sorry. Was playing game. You can only have one, you have to get specifically one mistake in the same shape. And if I do this, then there's gonna be a leftover mistake in reality. An unsolved one. How am I going to combine it? Okay. I've got to come up with my divisions, which things go with which. I've got to cut. I'm not wrong about the first one, right? Like I do cut this off. Seems unlikely that the thing would be canceling out this green by the end. It just doth not work. Yeah, it's just a mess. But you can't reuse any of the corners. But I haven't gotten rid of the bottom one. This one's really getting me. This one's really getting me. You have to group them into layers with one exception. God, I don't see it at all. Did I just do it? I did, okay. Just out of nowhere, it's like a new plan. Group those greens on that wall. Welcome to the horrors of Christmas. It even turns off the light, so you can still tell what happens afterwards. So diagonal lines is bad, generally speaking, because you can't zigzag like this to cut it off, because then you can't go back around to do it on the other side. So diagonal lines create problems. That said, they give me some leeway. Not enough, though. Not enough, though. Okay, so... incorporate you. No, that's 2 errors. Try to wrap around the reds instead? There we go. Much cleaner. Hello, 3 colors. How you doing? Are you here to brain me? Alright. That's the beginning. How many? Okay, it's just 2 more. Starting to wonder how long the sequence was, because I didn't check, or didn't really keep track. That's easy enough. So same rules as before, we're just trying to keep 3 entire sets of colors separate. With added benefit of being able to make 1 bad. Might be. And so now here I am trying to make my slices, and I can't do it. My beautiful slices. Eh? Hey, we got there. I wasn't even entirely sure, but I thought I was on the right path. What have you done? Is this multiple options? No? Just something to power the whole thing or something? Ooh, we got dots. Oh, we got dots. Oh, they're getting spicy. I had the thought of like, that's one error, but it's not in the same shape. It's not included. Also, it's more than 1 error. It's many errors. A multitude of errors. I just need to loop that one further. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I can't do that. And also whatever my plan was is gone. Oh wait, there was this. Or this. Shit. Shit. But this one... No. I gotta give up on my approach. I gotta give up and start over with a new plan. We need new plans here. All new plans. Fuck. But that pip! Look at that spicy pip! It's here to ruin my day. That spicy pip. Why does it have to be there? Ah. Like I can't get it. I'm trying to think of like is that pip the mistake this time that I'll leave? What one thing will I leave? I tried to do it where I incorporate that green, and it wasn't going great. Pretty sure I'm just remaking previous mistakes. Yeah, because I can't wrap around there. Just something about that strikes me as intuitive, I guess. Is the red the mistake I keep? Like there's no... That just puts them all together again. I'm starting to get tired just while I'm doing this one. But I'm trying to solve it backwards, like... Because like this is an intent... This is like a declaration of intent. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. If this is next to an exit or a starting point, like you gotta get it by just coming straight out like that. Like, if I swoop around like this, I can grab this black piece and this piece in one go. Because I'm trying to figure out how to get them in the same run. Then I'm trying to solve it backwards from there, and it's kind of hard to mentally, like, hold it all in at once. So if I swoop back down through here, then back around. Oh, hey. So just that green? Oh yeah, that one's actually pretty easy. The secret is just to solve it backwards sometimes, which is just kind of hard to do in your brain. But now I've got it drawn out, so I can go blip 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 blip. Hey, we got there. We got there. Broke out the Microsoft Paint like old times. Something happened upstairs, apparently. I don't even remember how this place works. I'm gonna have to go upstairs, which I think I do via this back door. Hep, 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 hep. Oh, it's coming this way. Yep. All that to get an elevator. That make it go down or up? Guess it makes it go up. Okay. Well, I'm already there, so if you don't mind, go 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 go. I like this one. And boom. So you can only make progress while the slats. It has to go from top to bottom because this one has to be circle shaped, which is only circle shaped at the top. This little thing fucks up in particular. But then all these not slats, but whatever, they have to like line up to make it. They give the illusion of a continuous piece. In a way that it's also a shortcut, but in a way that environmental puzzles your reward. Neat.